things come together.
Carla, hello. How are you?
Hello, TGIF Joyce.
Yes, Carla. Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday, and I hope we're all well. I hope all our listeners out there are ready for a good weekend. Thank God there isn't so much rain lately. You know, it's been quite low when it comes to, you know, the floods and everything we've been expecting usually for this summer. But rains have been good on us, not too harsh, have they?
No, I want it to rain. I woke up this morning and I'm like, where is the rain? Rain needs to pour because
Yeah, but let's just hope it doesn't flood. That's
Okay,
the
yes,
problem,
that
because
part,
when it
yeah.
pours, it really pours.
That's so true,
But
though.
they call this the August break, so I guess that's the break we're having now.
the floods are yet to come. The rains are coming. The rains are coming. We're happy to have you here, Carla.
Thanks for having me, Joyce. And today, Joyce, we will be talking about music. And I'm sure everybody around here loves music. And we will be opening the lines because I want to know what our listeners think about music when it comes to therapy, what they think about music as medicine. And why are you laughing now, Joyce?
You really okay, so first of all, interesting topic.
I actually know the answer, but I'd like them to say it live, you know?
I'm gonna be disappointed today for sure because working on Cool FM, I used to talk a lot about music and type of music I think people should listen to, and I think they know it's right, but they cannot quite adopt this thing I'm telling them. So you talk about it. Let's hear it from you.
But Joyce, it's not about which kind of music you should be listening to, because it's all about taste. We're talking about music when it's used as therapy, when it's used as medicine.
First of
We're
all,
talking about
Carla, therapy is bougie. We have lives to live. We have bills to pay. Therapy, we don't think or talk about therapy, Carla. Okay, go ahead.
which is why I come in here to make you realize that we are giving facts, Joyce, and not opinions, and
Okay.
scientifically proven facts. So I
Okay.
need you to listen and to have an open mind about this.
Okay.
First of all, we will be opening the lines, but before that, I'd like to just introduce a few things about music. I mean, we all know that music has been really woven around every event of the African's life, you know, from birth to death. Music is always there, whether it's any kind of celebration or any kind of mourning. But the thing is, there's very little record when it comes to the healing properties of African music out there, except for, of course, personal experiences people share. But when I'm talking about music therapy, what is music therapy? Music therapy, simply said, is basically using music to address whether it's physical, cognitive, emotional, spiritual, or social needs, either to an individual or to a group. Okay, so it employs different kinds of activities. It could be listening to a specific melody, a specific beat, a sound, or even playing an instrument, drumming, writing songs, guided imagery. So there are a lot of activities out there, and it's really appropriate for all ages, people of all ages. So whether they're music maestros or even tone deaf, this is really something that can be applied. And whether they're struggling with illnesses or even very healthy, it can be applied to them. So it's really something we should understand, that music therapy touches all aspects of the mind, of the body, of the brain, and the behavior. And it can really help in so many ways. But let me take you back in the past a bit, Joyce, because it's quite interesting. And I did a bit of research on that. And we're talking a bit of history here, more than science. Now, exactly when and how music began in traditional African societies is still a bit of a puzzle till today, because it's been very difficult to know when and under what circumstances, the first musical utterance was made in Africa. That's one thing we know for sure, but the thing is, all the cultures in Africa, they have developed some form of musical tradition. We know that for sure. And many of them also talk about legends, and specifically in Africa. But when did it start? There isn't much data, historical data on that. When did it really start? When did they really start using music, traditional music, when it comes to therapy as well? So the world civilizations, as we know it, started from, the Mesopotamian era, you could say, during the pharaohs in Egypt, more specifically. And they're saying that music therapy started during that time in Africa as well, in Western Africa. And of course, music therapy is mentioned in the Bible and in many other religious scriptures out there. And they talk about how musical sounds can come with healing as well. So it's been around for a lot of time. But let's focus more on Africa, okay? When it comes to music, and it's amazing, there is no distinction between who's the audience and who's the performer, because everybody is part of the music. When music is played, wherever it is it's played, it's everybody. You're talking about herbalists, correct me if I'm wrong. You're talking about native, or we call them witch doctors. You're talking about faith healers in many religious practices. We're talking about traditional surgery, even bloodletting exercises. So music therapy is out there. But the healing of sickness using music in Nigeria is limited to a certain scope. Not all the disorders require music therapy. We're still focused on a lot of conventional treatments, or as I was talking, the herbalism or the traditional treatment. But music as a curative agent is mainly used in Nigeria for treatment of psychological and emotionally induced disorders. Not really more than that, although there's much more than that. So this is where we're going to open the lines, Joyce, and as we're waiting the lines to come out and listen to people's experience with how music has helped heal, how music has helped cope with so much that has led to healing. That would be really interesting to know. And meanwhile, I will be sharing some facts, and some research, some scientific research on how music therapy has proved to be quite effective in a lot of standard treatments.
You want us to go to the telephone lines right now?
Yes, let's just give the numbers. Sorry, slip of the tongue. Give the numbers,
okay.
And then we will continue.
0700 993 993 993. If you have a question for Carla, well, here is the moment.
Or an experience when it comes to music as therapy and healing.
Okay. Hello, welcome to Nigeria Info.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
Yes, good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for calling. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ruben on the line. I listen to electronic music, electronic and tropical house music. What's the style? Swedish House Mafia, Calvin Harris, Devout, and the rest. Are you there, Joyce?
Yes, I am. So your experience with music is...
Yeah. They have helped a lot, like tropical house when I'm moody or maybe I'm about to sleep.
So music works for you then. Beautiful. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, another experience. Great. Hello, welcome. Oh, good afternoon. What's your name?
This is Princess on the line.
You have to turn off your radio, and do you have any experience you want to share with Carla?
Okay.
No, please. 9.3 Nigeria Info. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes, my name is Joyce, and you have Carla here. She's talking about music therapy. Do you have any experience?
Yes. I'm Shego from Ogun State.
Okay, go ahead, Shego.
Yes. Why I agree with the caller is that I go through little challenges about last week ago, and then when the nurse came and then tested my BP and then said that the BP is too high, I have a blood pressure, and I said, wow. So he said I should relax. The only thing I did is that I just take up my transistor radio, listen to all sorts of music, and then when I feel the joy, inner joy, and when the nurse came back and tested me, it was said, my BP is okay, and so on that thing. So that is why I agree with what Carla is saying. That
you agree, Carla. Beautiful then.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks for sharing that experience. I'd like to add to that, Joyce. There's a lot of research on high blood pressure and how music, and more specifically classic music can help. If you take medication for high blood pressure, it might be more effective if you listen to classical music after you swallow your pills. And that comes from a few years ago. There was a research in Sao Paulo in Brazil, and they were studying the effects of music on the heart in conditions of stress. And they noted that classical music tends to lower heart rate. So the heart rate slowed significantly when they did that research and that study and that experience. And the blood pressure is even responded more strongly to medication after the patients, of course, consistently listened to music. So that's amazing. That's really true. And you also, if you're listening to happy music, it helps you think more creatively and better. And you, of course, you become better when it comes to solving problems. Believe it or not, if you do this frequently and regularly, you can see a difference.
Oh, okay. Sounds beautiful then. So you want to continue, or do we take more calls? Because I think...
No, let's take more calls.
Because a number of people have maybe stories they want to share with you.
Yeah, of course. That's the whole point.
Okay.
Music calms me down. Hello?
That's music.
All right.
Yeah, this is Moses from Lekki. Actually, if it comes to music, most times when I'm stressed out, sometimes I'm just bothered about life. And I think the only way I'm good, anytime I'm happy, is when I'm listening to my music. Or sometimes I just love composing myself. So I'm really good in music. Music, like maybe sometimes you're not able to sleep, even in the night. Sometimes you're not able, and you listen to all these blues. Come here, before you know it, you take off.
Sounds good, yes. Thank you very much for calling. We appreciate it. Hello, welcome. This is Nigeria Info. Sorry I lost you. Sharing your experiences, well, more like sharing your music therapy experience with Carla today on the show. Hello.
Hello, Joyce.
Yes, good afternoon to you. Welcome. What's your name?
Good afternoon. My name is Sunday.
Welcome, Sunday. So Carla is itching to know your music therapy plan. Do you even listen to music? And what types of music do you listen to?
Okay, first of all, I'm a musician. I'm a classical musician.
Woohoo! Which instrument do you play? Which instrument do you play?
Yeah, I play the violin.
Oh, you should play for us right now if you can. If you have enough time.
If you check on YouTube,
go ahead
and type some kind of Mozart kind of music and Beethoven, they have this kind of music that has a very strong therapeutic effect on maybe people like I think I heard this guy Yanni. At one point, he was on a documentary saying that his music, people that had cancer, they called him and they were trying to express their joy and happiness, that the music has helped when they are undergoing chemotherapy, and they were able to get relief when they listen to Yanni's music.
Indeed.
So you can see the strong effect of classical. What Carla said is very, very correct. She's very correct.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you for affirming that and reaffirming that.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, Carla.
Well,
I want you to speak a little bit more because the phone lines are ringing, but I want people to hear you.
That's the problem about when we don't have enough time. But that's amazing because I love listening to what Nigeria has to say, and that's what the point of this radio station is about them, and we really need to see what the experiences are and take it from there. I just want to add one thing that would be quite interesting for everybody to know. We were talking about adults, but I want to go back to the nursery and to the creche, if I might say, and to talk about how in babies, we're talking infants here. It's amazing how music has even helped infants. Let me give you an example. In hospitals, you have the beep of ventilators, the infusion pumps, the hiss of the oxygen, the whir of the cars, the voices of doctor talking, nurses talking, making their rounds. And these are typical noises premature infants, to be precise, hear spending the first days of their lives. And that's all in the neonatal intensive care unit, or even in the what do you call it, the nursery, where they're left to be taken care of. So these are life-saving equipments. I'm not saying these are not good things around, but there's a new study that suggests that some sounds like lullabies they may soothe preterm babies and their parents, and this helps improve the infant's sleeping pattern, eating pattern, and of course, as this improves, that decreases the stress of the parent. So it's amazing how even that, to such for the beginning of the life of a soul, can actually have such a big impact.
You're right. All right. So let's hear a few more people share their music therapy stories. Hello, welcome. Sorry I lost you. Sorry. Welcome, guys. Carla is here on the health station. What is your music therapy experience? Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Speak up for us. Tell us your name and share your experience.
I'm Black from Yana.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Although I'm a full-time reggae lover, I love reggae music.
Does it work for you therapeutically? Quickly, could you share?
Very well, very well. When I listen to reggae music, my emotions go so I think so fast. And whatever I do, I stay focused and say I have hope for you. When I'm done, I say I have hope for you.
Reggae music gives you hope. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for calling.
If I can add, Joyce, that's, you were saying their experience with music therapy. Sometimes it might not just be music therapy. It's not something where you're going for therapy sessions, because you have therapy sessions that are made specifically for specific conditions.
I even thought you were speaking about
listening to music. It doesn't have to be therapy.
Exactly. I thought you were talking about therapy sessions.
Yeah.
So that was what I meant.
But it does exist. No, you do have therapy sessions.
No, I know that, but I thought that's what you wanted to talk about.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about as well, that therapy sessions are effective. Now, that doesn't mean if you're doing this on your own, it's not effective as well, of course. But we're talking about like playing music for kids during painful medical procedures. That there's a specific kind of music, a specific kind of frequency that helps with the heartbeat to be slower. Of course, the brain waves also change. They stabilize even more. There's a certain intervention in your brain as well when it comes to music therapy. It's not just, I'm listening to nice music, I'm feeling good. It's more than that. That's just what I want to specify, basically.
Okay, so we're going to speak to a few more people, hear their therapy. So it seems as though, to Carla then, that people pretty much just set up their own therapy sessions in their own houses.
Yeah,
like
that's not a session. That's just, they listen to good music and it does put them in a good mood.
Well, that's what it appears to be. Yeah.
But that's very good. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's very therapeutic to just listen to music and it distresses you.
But let me tell you at which point sometimes you need to have more professional help. There's something called, we all know that vibration is what comes out of music, okay? And there are some researchers that are exploring whether the sound vibrations absorbed through the body, specific sound vibrations, so it's not just any kind of music you listen to, they help ease symptoms of Parkinson's disease, fibromyalgia, depression. So this is what we call Fibro acoustic therapy. And it has really shown a lot of improvement in patients with Parkinson's disease. It has helped them become less rigid, walk better steps, reduce tremors. So there is really a specific frequency that you use as a sound therapy specialist, I guess. And there's also something called thalamocortical thalamocortical dysrhythmia. And that's a disorientation of the rhythmic brain activity. And that's what they think is, and they suppose is what plays a role in several medical conditions like Parkinson's, again, Alzheimer's disease. And once again, the goal of music therapy, it's to develop like a dosable or a prescribable music therapy, okay, and music as medicine protocols that, aim at specific neurological functions. So it's not just, let's listen to music and feel good, but there's more to that. And it's more in the vibratory stimulus that has specific cognitive and memory dimensions in the brain. I don't want to be too scientific here, but that's what I'm saying, that it can go beyond just listening to music.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello. Welcome to Nigeria. Oh, sorry. Please turn off your radio. Welcome.
Hello?
Hello, lady. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for calling. What's your name?
Teresa on the line.
Okay, so go ahead. Share your therapy story with caller.
Actually, I was calling. I wanted to ask if frequency waves would also be classified as music. Then Carla shed more light on it.
Okay, then. So she's kind of answered your question then, yeah?
Yes, she has.
She has. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank
you.
you. Thanks for calling.
Migraines. This was about 2012, and that was when I came across frequency waves, and it helped a lot.
So what music do you listen to that that emits that vibration? What kind of music do you listen to?
I can't really remember. I think it was wait. I can't really. I can't remember.
It's fine. At least it worked for you.
It worked for me.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I was just
All right.
telling someone
Thanks for
now
calling.
about it.
Thank
and
you.
then she showed more light.
And then, all right. So, caller, people are hearing you out there. Beautiful. This is Nigeria Info. Welcome to Health Station. Caller's here. What's your name?
Yeah, hello. My name is Anthony.
Anthony, it's good to have you here. So let's hear your therapy story.
Yeah, Joyce. Yeah, what actually, for me, what she just said is actually the right thing. For me, music has been so helpful to me.
What type of music? Tell caller what type of music it is.
Yeah, I love worship songs. Worship songs are always good for me. So anytime I'm pissed off, my mom pissed me off, or a friend, something like that, music always calm me down. And I remember when I was growing up as well, before my dad could eat, there's a song my mom always played for my dad. So cool song when he's eating. And actually, it has been a helpful thing to me. So whenever I'm angry, I'm pissed off, music has always been something that has been helpful to me.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Thank you very much. Oh, okay.
So Joyce,
Yeah.
do you agree now that, because you were very reluctant at first, do you agree that music is medicine?
Oh, so I think initially my reluctance was that I wasn't sure Nigerians listen to music as therapy.
Oh, trust me.
I know music to be therapy.
Yeah.
So when I would on Cool FM, I would ask people, so what kind of music do you listen to? And then they're like, oh, we listen to the bangy music. I'm like, but it makes your head bang as well. So the therapy conversation you brought up, for me, I was so looking forward to it. I thought we were going to speak about it as therapy. But then again, I now realize from your conversation and their contributions that a form of therapy is happening from their smartphones, in their backyards, in their bedrooms. They're really reviving their spirits listening to music.
Nigerians as a nation, Nigeria is very, very, very attached to music. As I said, music is part of every Nigerian's life, whether it's in sad moments or happy moments. So for sure, music is therapy without even realizing it sometimes.
Yeah, I think we can see that just play out. Everybody calling now to tell you their story. Welcome. This is Nigeria Info. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Joyce. My name is Val. Good afternoon, Carla.
Okay, Val, tell Carla your therapy experience.
Let me just give you some instances. Whenever I want to look at the hope I have for Nigeria, I listen to Two Faces song, Oya Come Make We Go. When I want to check myself, I listen to Do the Right Thing by Cobham. When I want to be inspired, apart from gospel music, songs like Tony Braxton's Please, the use of the violin. Then for the Banji song, Mobolowo, the use of the harmonica. So sometimes the use of the musical instruments also inspires me. Sometimes the lyrics. Then sometimes, like if I want to think, for deep thinking, I go for classic and jazz. Okay, so I think it's a good therapy. Then it also helps me in dancing sometimes. Some of them help me in dancing. And it's like a part of exercise for me.
Hey, this is a very interesting topic, Carla. Like, people are really connecting with themselves and sharing their stories with you. Sorry I lost you. Carla's here. She wants to know what you do with music or what music has done for you. Welcome.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Samuel. I'm calling from GI.
Okay, Sam. Carla's here. She's curious. She wants to know about your music and therapy experience.
The truth about music is that music is life. not only therapy. Music is life. I'm a music maker. I sing, I play. And that is my life today. I'm in my late 50s. But if I am on music, you will think I'm still on my tender age. It is life, not only therapy, it is life. At times when I'm sick, if I climb the stage with microphone, I won't believe that I'm sick. People will be doubting whether this is the man that said he was sick.
Yeah.
So it has helped me a lot. It has helped me a lot. It is life.
Wow.
Thank you. So, Carla, that even speaks directly to your topic, music as a healing tool.
Music is medicine, Joyce. As
Yeah.
simple as that. Music is medicine. And it's been around for so many years. And as I said, we're not too sure when it had started to become a therapeutic medium, but definitely it's going to stay for a good while.
Okay, so just before you go, are you going to suggest any types of music? I don't like noise, so personally, classical music. When I'm working out, sleeping, thinking, writing, watching TV, watching the news, whatever, classical music. So do you have any suggestions?
You know, Joyce, there's something about classical music. It keeps on coming in most of the studies I've read about, whether it's for infants, toddlers, newborns, even up till the latest ages. And it does have definitely, maybe because of the softness, because of the amount of instruments playing in and contributing when you're playing classical music. But then again, I think it's healthy to listen to all kinds of music. It's healthy enough to have a balance. It's just like with food, you know, you can't have too much of one specific thing. I think with music, the same applies. You need to open your mind, open your horizon and your ears to more than just one specific genre. And definitely there should be some good coming out of each of it and every one of them, because you have different frequencies, different beats, and it all depends on each person's case, of course.
All right. Sounds like you've answered our question. I wanted to say let's take one more call, but we have just 3 minutes now. We have to go. I think
Thanks for having me, Joyce.
Yeah, people are itching to tell their therapy stories today. Thank you, Carla. We'll see you next Friday.
We'll see you next Friday.
Have a beautiful weekend. Bye-bye. Yes, Lagos, Nigeria. You enjoy that one with Carla. So basically, let me quickly just sum it up. Carla is suggesting that you have a type of healing with music. Music will heal you. And I honestly would like to say that it would differ person to person. I like quiet, so I tend to tilt towards songs that are slow, or a genre that's slow and more deliberate, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So I like classical music. I prefer to listen to classical music. It seems like the only thing that works well with my head. But then, of course, I mean, working on radio, I listen to every other type of music. But in my privacy, I listen to classical music. Some of you have said reggae. Some of you said dancehall. Some others have said, what's that British one? That British one, I don't even see how. But isn't it amazing how what works for you isn't what works for somebody else? Sometimes I feel like the way the instrumental is arranged is a little too loud, and just consuming that doesn't work for me. But then again, it works for you. So maybe when you're stressed, according to what Carla has said, when you're stressed, when you need rest, when you need to maybe meditate, when you need to dance, when you need to feel happy, listen to music. Yes, the sun sets here. My name is Joyce, and I'll see you next week on the Sunny Side 12. Now it's time for Hard Facts with Sandra. Take care and bye-bye.